So yesterday was Father's Day. Has anyone noticed that Father's Day is the only conditional day out of all the allocated days in a year? I don't know how many they are. So it's the only day that anyone who is wishing you a happy Father's Day, there's always a rider, there's always a disclaimer. Happy Father's Day to all responsible, caring, available, blah, 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 blah. And it's weird that we have come to define fatherhood, or we've come to define fathers, or we view them through the lenses of capitalism, consumerism, materialism. It's zeroed down to can you provide, can you underwrite our delusions of grandeur? Because let's speak about one of the costs. Say the cost is what? A father is supposed to provide education. In other countries, education is free, especially in the Nordic regions where good governance, there is a semblance, there is a real foundation of good governance. There is free. There is hospitals free, school free. There are good roads. So how would you then? So those people who complain about fathers, they are not paying school fees. Now, what if you are living in Sweden or Norway or one of those countries? You understand? You would have more sentimental value to fatherhood beyond materialism. You understand? The problems which are created here by bad governance based on your collective stupidity, where you listen to the media, you listen to your corrupt clergy, they tell you vote for this idiot, you go there, you are herded like goats to the slaughter, you go and vote for these bastards, they come, they steal your money, and then they shift the blame once they are the ones who fund all these journalists, these toxic and polarizing journalists who are waging agenda war. They are the ones who fund them so that the women can blame the men for problems created by bad governance. You've never thought of it like that. Yeah, you've never thought that these people are on the payroll of the establishment, so as to keep on saying that men are these, women are these, so that as we are fighting amongst the genders, we are shielding them. We are shielding them from repercussions, from blame, and this is how you should be looking at it. So yesterday it was interesting to see even corporates, but corporates these days, who controls them? They are there saying Happy Father's Day to responsible, and I'm wondering why the hell did you even post the wishes in the first place? You should have stayed with them, yeah. So there's a lot. Have you noticed that on weekends, when we are supposed to be chilled out, relaxed, because this is how it used to be during the Kibaki era. Gen Zs, you may not know, but over the weekends, Kibaki was nowhere to be seen. There was minimal politicking, but over the weekends, that's when there's heightened toxicity by politicians, because now they understood that they have to make appearances in churches, and then they have the media stationed there to give either live, or they'll have their social media teams to pick the most volatile comments amongst them and then make them trend, keep them in the news cycle. For instance, yesterday you saw Moses Kuria. I don't want to comment about who is right, who is wrong, because the fraternizing of politicians and the media establishment, it's like trying to ingilia, ni kama kuingilia watu wamelala kitanda moja. These two are bedfellows, media and politicians. You can't trust either. All of them are wankers. So I want to concentrate on the fact, or on the podium, that Moses Kuria was spewing his toxicity. And this is like the umpteenth time that he's doing it, because he was doing it. You could see there are church leaders behind him, the Ngorinos, which is why I'm telling you, the middle class and the working class, you have the power. You have the power of your money. Number one, you have to stop giving the churches money if they continue giving politicians a platform to spew their toxicity. Number two, these people like Ngorinos, it's very easy. You have to deny them your money. If you have a Ngorino somewhere who is working for you, or who is what, just stop giving them your money. Stop engaging them. If it's a carpenter, electrician, I don't know what, you have to stop giving them jobs at all, because how can they be giving politicians a platform to insult? Me, I want the issues that the media has raised about Moses Kuria, he should respond to them without his drama and theatrics. We are tired of his bullshit. You respond and say, yes, were you importing cooking oil? Yes. Did you import this? Yes. Did the Minister of Finance or Treasury, Njuguna Ndungu, the thug Njuguna Ndungu, did Anthony Mwaura? This is the second time Moses Kuria and Anthony Mwaura are being caught up in a scandal. The first time was in April. Apparently, they were paid to build stadiums meant to prepare Kenya for CHAN 2017. They were paid and did not deliver. Now, it was on the front page of the Nation in April 9th. Now they are being caught. Professor Njuguna Ndungu, and then KRA, Anthony Mwaura is the chairman. Anthony Mwaura, don't forget, and Anthony Mwaura and Moses Kuria are still being mentioned adversely in the sugar scandal, where poisonous sugar condemned in 2018 left the godowns, bonded warehouses and into the market. So these are, let me tell you the strategy which is being played here, because Ruto is a student of Moi. Moi used to do the same scorched earth policy, where they primitively accumulate money because they know Kenyans are stupid. And be honest, you're stupid. They know Kenyans are stupid, that we come last minute with graders and then pretend to act, and now they want to collect all the money using by hook or crook. Which is why you see the same people being cited in scandals. You're going to see Moses Kuria, you're going to see Anthony Mwaura in very strategic positions. You're going to see Professor Njuguna Ndungu giving all these tax waivers. Don't forget, I told you, you guys are so willing to comply with all these tax narratives, but these guys, the people who evade tax, are the big barons, the big connected barons. And you are here. They are here pushing you. Pay what? They are taxing eyelashes. And it's the big barons who evade taxes. So it's up to you if you want to continue listening to the media and your corrupt clergy. It's your choice. Remember, this is, if you want, which is why I'm saying, first of all, my father's day wish. If your father watches news at 7 p.m. and at 9 p.m., he watches those two bulletins. If he's not even working, he watches even 1 p.m. If he watches news, on that cycle, on that heavy rotation, if he watches news, he doesn't deserve to be anyone's father, let alone yours. You understand? These people who are addicted to news are also addicted to politics, and they are the problem why we are here, the older generation who are addicted to the toxic cycle of news. You understand? So, and I told you, once you see any trending, the media goes where they are paid. I had an issue, I needed the media to project, they didn't. Because they wanted money, they wanted, these are corrupt bastards. So when you see something, you always ask yourself, what's the game being played here? So like this story of Edward Mureu and this CS Florence Bore. Well, all of them are suspicious characters. I don't understand why a private issue about a house should be making national headlines and the media is giving it acres, wall-to-wall coverage. I'm wondering what's the interest here. What is here? I always ask people, before you make any decision, before you take any stand on an issue raised on the media, without you having proper or prior knowledge about it, you always ask, what is the game being played here? So this CS obviously is a thug. She was a Kericho women rep. Did you see her mileage claims? There was one day she was claiming mileage, purporting to have driven I don't know how many kilometers, and those kilometers were equivalent like driving from the North Pole to South Pole. She's such a thug. And then this Edward Mureu guy, he's an MP of Gatanga. How does he have so much money? Oh, he's a lawyer. Oh, he's a what? And then he maintains close ties with someone like Peter Kenneth. Peter Kenneth is the biggest thug Kenya has ever seen. Peter Kenneth has a chopper. Peter Kenneth cannot tell you what he does. He cannot tell you. If you ask him, he's always shifty eyes, but he's always ready to spin. He's always ready to malign other people with more money than him. He's at the forefront there. But if you ask him what he does, he cannot tell you the straight answer. He bankrupted KFF. He went to Kenya Re. He acquired a bank based on his job as a chairman or as a MD of Kenya Re Insurance. These are thugs. These are seasoned thugs, crooks. And they are the ones who have paid the media to engineer all of these shenanigans. What's the game being played here? That's the question you should be asking yourself. Don't fall for the media narrative.